Hey guys, welcome to today's video. It is Thursday. Got done with a shoulder workout from the Charles Glass book, and I must say it was a challenge. I honestly went into it thinking it was going to be simple because of the way the sets, reps, and the strict form was. But honestly, the strict form is what got me. The not swaying, no using your extra body weight sitting when doing lateral raises, putting the incline bench against your back to do a front raise, that stuff just locks you in and it's all right on the shoulder. It'll really humble you. I highly suggest checking out that book and that information. I really enjoy it. I think I'm going to enjoy it moving forward. So let's get into today's video where I'm talking about building confidence in the gym. It's a personal subject. I think most people don't talk about it, but it's super important. If you don't have that confidence in the gym, you're just never gonna show up, or if you do show up, you're just never gonna really do the work that's gonna get you to transform who you are. So let's get right into my story with building confidence in the gym. Alright, so right before I get into the story, I did the video yesterday updating my routine, and I noticed I didn't say I work out calves. I do hit calves, they're on the board, I do them on hamstring day, and so I will be working out my calves, yes. I will be working out my abs, yes. And I felt like I skipped over some things. I was trying to cover too much in one video, so real quick, my routine is right here. Sunday, chest and buys. Monday, quads. Tuesday, back and tries. Wednesday is a rest day. I only do cardio, fasted cardio in the morning. Thursday, we do shoulders and abs. And I did the shoulder routine today, and I have to admit something else. I forgot one exercise. That's how much that workout got me. I forgot one exercise, and it's the one body part, which is the rear delt, that a lot of people forget, and I forgot it. So next time for sure, or even tomorrow, I'll just add in some rear flies, on hamstring day. So Fridays, which is tomorrow, is going to be hamstrings and calves. Saturday being a full rest day. So yes, I'm training everything once a week, doing strict form. I'm isolating the movement, doing majority free weights. This is a majority free weight workout, so I'm definitely be investing into a belt because I don't want to hurt myself, and possibly some wrist straps, just because sometimes my wrist pops after I do some, heavy bicep curls and things like that. So let me get into why we're all here and the story of building confidence, and why building confidence not only in the gym is important, but in every area of life. You want to build confidence. Confidence is key because you're never going to just really ever get into your zone. You're always going to be in your head. You're never going to enter into that flow state. You're never going to be in the moment. You're never going to take that risk, take that opportunity. You're going to play it safe, and you're going to play it safe, and things don't happen in the safe zone. Things happen outside of the safe zone. So build confidence. So here's my story. Before I went to the gym, the first gym I joined was Gold's Gym, and I was probably like 20 or 21. But before that, before I built up the courage to join the gym because I knew I wanted to, I started doing push-ups at home. I bought some dumbbells from Academy, the local sports and outdoor store, and I would do dumbbell benches on my floor. I bought like a cheap bench, and I would just bench 75, 95 pounds in my room, and all I was doing most of the time, honestly, was just curls, barbell curls. And when I went to community college, I'd go into the community college gym, but I was so insecure. I didn't know what I was doing. I knew I wanted to work out because I was tired of being fat and overweight. And all I would do is get on the arm machine and just boom, pump these out. And then I was getting good. I was curling the whole rack. Bicep curls. And that was it. And then what happened? I went around the corner to check out the bench, and I was like, I can do two plates. I can curl over 100 pounds. Why can't I bench that much, right? Not the case. Boom, popped it up. Boom, right back down. Not a good story. The basically the college student that was over the gym came in, got the bar off me, and I just shrugged it off. They went to their space. And here's the thing. If those guys are watching today, why don't you ever freaking help me out? I was there. These guys were power lifters, big guys, knowing what they were doing. I was brand new in the gym, 18, 19 years old. This is just a community college gym, not a, public gym like Gold's yet. And that's what I was doing. If you see somebody who needs help, who's new, who's struggling, who's insecure, who looks lost, help them out. I know you're in your zone doing your thing. Maybe do a set, finish your workout, and just go introduce yourself. That's all I'm saying. So that was my story with doing just barbell curls, building confidence. I thought I was building confidence, right? And then, I'm working at Jack in the Box at the time. And I'm like, man, I want to go to the gym. I'm reading magazines. I'm reading Iron Man, Men's Fitness, those kinds of things, because YouTube wasn't around. I'm only 32, but YouTube wasn't really what it is today. It was still about Men's Fitness, Iron Man magazine, Flex magazine, those things. And then you had this one website called bodybuilding.com. That was the only website. It definitely didn't look like it was today, and it was free. All the information was free on that website, by the way. Now they charge you. But back to the topic at hand. So I go to the gym, and what happens when you go to the gym? You meet a sales rep. They take you on the tour, and they show you around, and they're explaining the whole gym to you. They might put you on a machine and basically show you where you're weak at, because they put too much weight on the machine and you can't do it, so it makes you feel insecure. So, sales tactics. That's what it is, So when I went to the Ghost Gym the first time, the general manager is the actual one who signed me up. He gave me the tour, he signed me up. I was, like I said, 18, 19 years old, working at Jack in the Box, and he got me on a free personal training session. Free personal training. I was like, oh yeah, cool. I want to learn. I was already reading magazines and articles. I definitely wanted to learn. And what did the personal trainer do? He was a college kid, and just like I was, I guess, at the time. He took me on this kind of a push-pull workout. So it was like one set bench, one set pull-ups kind of deal, front, back, opposing sides. And we were just going from one exercise to the next, back to back to back. And I was just freaking getting gassed. He was really pushing me. And, he was just kind of a sample workout. And then he had me do a hack squat to leg lunges. Now, I was ignoring legs. Ignoring legs to the fullest. And that just killed me. And, of course, we go back to the office. I signed up for 6 sessions. I can't even afford them. I'm having to make like bi-weekly payments of $60 or whatever, because I'm minimum wage, But he kicked my ass, and I felt like, okay, I needed more of that. So signed up 6 sessions with him. I think it was like once or twice a week, and I followed his routine, even because at that point I was like, okay, I can't sign up for any more. It's too expensive. Can't afford it. But I did the 6. And I followed his routine for like a year. It was a great routine because it got me into shape. I knew what I was doing in the gym. I knew what sets, what reps, how to push myself, knowing I should be sweating. And before I walked into the gym, I knew what I was going to be doing. So I had a plan. But none of that really kicked in at the time. I just, I fell into the trap of buying an overpriced gym membership I could have probably got cheaper. So thanks a lot for that one. Um, and but the training was actually very beneficial. You know, yes, the personal trainer was overweight. I was in better shape than the personal trainer. I'll admit that. But the thing is, he pushed me so much. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. He's actually physically taking me through the workouts. I'm gaining the experience of how this is supposed to work, because in my head, I knew what I was supposed to do, but I wasn't actually doing it. I was studying the material, but I wasn't doing it. Because I can tell you that, because 2, 3, 4 months later, however long, maybe a year, I don't really remember at this time, I applied to be a personal trainer at Ghost Gym. And they had their own internal test to, see what your skill set, your knowledge base was. And I passed their tests super high. I was the highest scoring of their tests internally. And so I got the interview. They hired me without being a certified personal trainer. But then I started taking classes to be certified because they hired me on. And because my test scores were so good on their end. And all I was doing, guys, was reading magazines, reading articles, and that was it. I was just absorbed into it. I knew a lot in my head, but it wasn't until I actually did the work that pushed me, that exhausted me physically, that I was like, oh, this is what you're supposed to be doing. This is how you're supposed to be feeling. This is it. That clicked in my head. So every time I walked into the gym, I knew exactly how to execute. And that was building confidence over time. I didn't know it then. I couldn't tell you that, I wasn't the guy who wore string tank tops and stuff like that. I wore t-shirts, baggy clothes, hoodies most of the time. But I'll tell you what, after a year of doing that personal trainer routine, he was out of shape and I got in better shape than him. I started off in better shape and I stayed in better shape than him. And we ended up being work colleagues later on. That actually built confidence. Every time I went into the gym and I executed and I pushed myself. I never threw up in the gym, but man, there were some times I definitely feel like I was going to. So if you need help getting confidence and building confidence, it's going to come with the repetition. And it's not only going to come in the knowing and the books. I can tell you that much. I've read tons of books. But you need to physically be doing these things. You need to physically be executing on these things with the proper intensity, proper form. And if you need that accountability person to be there for you, to push you through that extra rep, to be there because you're a little insecure, take a friend with you. Even if he's not into it, just say, hey, just come along, whatever, I'll pay your day pass. It's a little difficult, I get it. But you want to go through those barriers of insecurities, because on the other side, you're that person. You're that person that you want to be. You're that person who you really are, who you believe you are on the inside. But they've never been able to come out because they kept being crushed. You kept making them small. And it's time for that little guy on the inside to rise up. It's time. So if you need some help building confidence in the gym, send me an email. I'd love to talk. I'm always available. I'm not always available, but I'll make myself available, because I know how it feels to be a beginner. And I'm a beginner all over again. I have a different knowledge base, I have a different foundation, yes, but I'm 270 pounds. I'm going to invest in a belt, some wrist straps. I got some Versa grips now, because that helps me with lifting more weights, because my hands get sweaty and they start slipping on the dumbbells. So there's little basics that are good to know, and there's equipment to have in your gym bag. That way when you go into the gym, you're prepared better, And so hopefully this helps and it brings you some value in your day and your experience, and maybe you step out to go to that group class, to join that gym, to do a push-up in your room, whatever it is. So thanks for watching. If this brought you some value, like, comment, share. We're still just getting started here, guys. Thanks. Go enjoy your day.